the heart. I am your favorite host, Male Dopsy. We live in a world where beauty is often measured by what we wear, the brands we own, and how we present ourselves to others. But what if I told you that true beauty has nothing to do with these things? Today's story is about the moment I learned that real beauty isn't worn, it's lived. When I was young, I had an aunt who was considered the most beautiful woman in our town. People admired her grace, her flawless dresses, her sparkling jewelry. Every time she stepped out, she looked perfect, like a queen. And I believed, as many do, that beauty was something you could wear. One afternoon, I sat watching her as she got ready for an event. She wore an expensive gown, placed shimmering earrings on her ears, and smiled at her reflection. I couldn't help but ask, "Auntie, why do people say you are the most beautiful woman in town?" "Because of this," she said, pointing to her clothes, her jewelry, her styled hair. I nodded, convinced that beauty came from fine things. But I was wrong. One evening, a few weeks later, I saw something that changed the way I viewed beauty forever. My aunt was in the market, wearing simple clothes, no jewelry, nothing fancy. A beggar, a frail old woman, sat in the corner, ignored by everyone. My aunt, without hesitation, kneeled down, took the woman's hands, and spoke to her like an old friend. She didn't just give her money, she treated her with kindness, with dignity, with love. And as she smiled at that old woman, something hit me. That moment, she was the most beautiful I had ever seen her. We have been taught that beauty is something we put on, something that can be seen. But true beauty isn't worn, it's felt. It's in kindness, in humility, in love. It's in how we treat people when no one is watching. It's in the way we carry ourselves, in the depth of our hearts, in the sincerity of our smiles. Clothes fade, jewelry loses its shine, but character? That lasts forever. Now, let's hear from one of our viewers, Rina, who shared a story about when she learned what true beauty really is.
I grew up believing that being beautiful meant having the perfect body, the perfect face, the perfect clothes. I spent years chasing after that, buying expensive dresses, wearing makeup that hid every flaw. But one day, I met an elderly woman at a shelter who had nothing. No fancy clothes, no money, no status. But when she spoke, her warmth, her kindness, her laughter, it was like the sun breaking through the clouds.